The ulnar nerve innervate here, medial nerve innervate in this side. Right? Ulnar nerve control this the sensory, okay, sensory. Ulnar nerve control is the pinky and the ring finger, half of the pinky and ring finger go this side. Yeah. Medial nerve control the thumb, index finger, middle finger, and half of the ring finger on this side. So when people have a medial nerve damage, they will have a numbness, pain, numbness, the thumb, index finger, middle finger, and half of the ring finger. That's indicated for medial nerve damage. People have an ulnar nerve damage, will have a numbness from here, go to this pinky right here. Huh? Okay, not even that, that's the sensory, but motor part, the motor part. Okay, if people have a ulnar nerve damage, the motor part will have a flaccid, this muscle area we call hypothena. Hypothena. The ulnar nerve control this muscle right here. The medial nerve control this muscle right here, we call tena eminent. Tena eminent. So people have a ulnar nerve damage will have also flaccid of this muscle, flaccid of the flexors, inner flexors, the flexure from the inner side, inner part of the forearm. Yeah, and then people with the medial nerve damage, like carpal tunnel syndrome, will have a flaccid, muscle flaccid on the tena eminent, right here. So when the muscle flaccid, what happened? Yeah, they cannot do this. You can do this, right? Human being, we can count in on the finger like this. Ape, you know ape, right? Ape cannot do this. So people have a severe carpal tunnel syndrome. This muscle become flaccid and the hand become, we call ape hand. Ape hand, that means hand like that.
That's right, just like.
And then people with the severe ulnar nerve damage, they have a hand become, we call claw hand. It's the claw hand like this, they always like that. Yeah. And people like drummer playing drum. So holding the stick, and the stick keep jamming on this part right here, and over time can damage the ulnar nerve, can damage to the guy canal, and they have the hand become claw hand. Yeah. If you put your hand, your finger, you palpate this part right here, the bone that's sticking out, the pisiform. From that pisiform you go up, yeah, up here, and you have little depression. Yeah, you hold, you put your finger to that depression, you hold, you press down. Yeah, you press down for a few seconds, few minutes, yeah, about 30 seconds, you see that's this finger, if you get fatigue and kind of numb, tingling numbness, you got to go to this finger because you're on the gang canal. So any damage to here can cause the numbness. Or damage here can cause numbness. Or damage in the nerve root, cervical nerve root can damage here. Yeah? That's just for all the nerve damage. For people have a medial nerve damage. Medial nerve damage inside here. Medial nerve damage inside here we call carpal tunnel syndrome. So with carpal tunnel syndrome, the numbness will go down to this 3 finger, half ring finger, or sometimes the pain can travel up to the forearm. Yeah, and this 3 finger, ring, pinky finger become numb. So when they come in, they say that, oh, I have hand numbness, finger numbness. You ask them which finger you feel numbness. If they tell you I have this 2 finger right here, then you know that the possible diagnosis is ulnar nerve problem, or could be from the cervical nerve problem, C8 nerve problem. Yeah? Or if they come in with the numbness, the pinky, the ring fingers, the thumb and the index fingers, these 2 fingers right here, it could be from the carpal tunnel syndrome, or it could be from the C6 nerve problem. Okay? Carpal tunnel syndrome is very common condition.
How about the radial and what is
the radial nerve damage?
Yeah.
Okay, the radial nerve damage, you have several, also we have 3 locations. One location is underneath the armpit. We talked about last week, I think I talked about that condition in the advanced trauma and ortho. We call the Saturday night palsy or crushed palsy. You guys remember crushed palsy or Saturday night palsy? Like people, what happened when they, on Saturday night, they will go out and they get drunk, right? They sleep like this. The arm, look at that the back of the chair, the arm, the backrest will pressure underneath the armpit, and they wake up in the morning, the wrist drops on. They also have the numbness going out here. That's because why? Because when they do that, it pressure under that maneuver, what happened? It pressure underneath the armpit and damage to the radial nerve. With radial nerve damage, numbness will be on this side right here, this part. Wrist drop sign, yeah. Weakness, tricep extension weakness, yeah, become weak with the tricep extension. That's what we call crush palsy. Like some people are using crutches. Like after have a knee surgery or ankle surgery, they use crutches for a long time. It press underneath the armpit, and that damage to the radial nerve. And suddenly they have a numbness on the hand and wrist drop sign. Okay, and another entrapment we call radial tunnel syndrome. The entrapment now will be on this part right, forefinger breadth below the lateral epicondyle. This part right, you probably put forefinger below the lateral epicondyle, and right here, this is where the radial tunnel. So this is entrapment of the radial nerve under the supinator muscle. Supinator, that means the muscle that supinates the forearm. So the entrapment underneath that muscle is purely motor. That means it will cause the pain and also the wrist drop sign. Okay? And then another entrapment for radial nerve is under, we call this part right here, we call handcuff neuropathy. People get a handcuff, yeah? Or some people wear a tight wristband, a tight watch. It can compress to the radial nerve here. This one is purely sensory. So they will have the numbness, pain numbness around the lung 7, LI5, lung 7, this area. Or extend out a little bit to the LI4, lung 4. That's the purely sensory. Okay? So, entrapment in upper extremities. We have a ulnar nerve entrapment, medial nerve entrapment, and radial nerve entrapment. Right. In the ulnar nerve entrapment, we have a carpal tunnel syndrome, right here, entrapment inside. We have a Guy's canal syndrome, entrapment here. In carpal tunnel syndrome, in medial nerve entrapment, we have a carpal tunnel syndrome, and then another entrapment is right on the pronator teres syndrome. Pronator teres, that means the muscle that pronates the forearm. So this muscle attached on the medial epicondyle and attached to the radius. So every time it contracts, it supinates your forearm. Okay, so entrapment right on the carpal tunnel, entrapment on the pronator teres. And then on the radial nerve entrapment, then we have 3 conditions. First entrapment is underneath the armpit. We call crush palsy or Saturday night palsy. Saturday night palsy. That entrapment is involved both sensory and motor of the radial nerve. Okay? And then we have go down here, we have a radial tunnel syndrome. The radial tunnel syndrome is entrapment on the purely motor. Yeah? And then the one entrapment here we call handcuff neuropathy. So this is the purely sensory of the radial nerve. So that's it. That's the entrapment part. Easy. And now, so the specialty, the special sign for those entrapment, the radial nerve entrapment would involve in motor, wrist drop sign. People come in hand like that, but when you ask them to turn over, the wrist drop. So every time wrist drop sign indicate for radial nerve damage. Okay, and people with the severe carpal tunnel syndrome, ape hand. You see ape hand? I cannot see hand. His or her finger be like this. Cannot count it on the tip of the finger. Cannot opponent the thumb. Yeah, see. So this is ape hand. And people with the ulnar nerve damage, claw hand. Hand is always like this, like a claw. And then you learn in 15 minutes for my 3-hour lecture. Actually, that's the general. I give you basic general information, but we go into detail. What cause of those conditions? For example, carpal tunnel. What are the tests? What are the treatment? What are the points, location, right? Needle. What is the management? But you know, at least that's a give you a general review. Or maybe if you haven't learned it, maybe it's just you look it up. You should have you have my notes, then you can look it up. Have everything.
Our patient here has a injury in his heart.
Yeah.
And a wound, and
Has a
after maybe 2 months, he still have numbness of this finger.
That's probably damage the ulnar nerve.
Oh.
This finger right here,
Yeah.
this two finger, that's the ulnar nerve.
Numbness.
Numbness, two finger, all the way to the ulnar nerve.
Mm.
Yeah, so the ulnar nerve, it go underneath here, this cubital, and maybe the damage right upper part of
Oh, yeah.
the cubital
The
tunnel.
back.
So remember, always numbness here, you look for ulnar nerve.
Mm.
Okay? Go home and study. Next week I ask you.
Okay.
Hey, I have to test you to remember. You learn, you write it down and then you study, and that's the way you remember. I test you, and if you don't remember, you look it up, and next time you don't forget. Yeah?
The next time, arm.
Huh?
The next time, text.
Yes, you learn everything today. See, all the dermatome, myotome, reflex, upper extremities. You learn all the peripheral nerve in upper extremities, the radial nerve, the musculocutaneous nerve, ulnar nerve, median nerve. Yeah, and conditions relate to that, and then lower extremities, dermatome, myotome, reflex. Yeah. You remember?
We will. We hope.
Yeah.
We hope we will.
This is only the small part. Maybe about less than 1/30. Just a small part. Yeah,
With the cherry on top of the cake.
yeah, that's a small part. But you know, the material just try to digest it, because this one might help you on the you never know on the state board or national board in your clinical practice. Okay. So yeah, let's go home and read it and understand.
No, let's practice needling.
Yeah, practice needle. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Come on.
What condition you want? What point you want to do it on the back point?
Well, I'm not sure. Who's going to be willing to give
No.
him back?
Look, he's
Oh my
crossing.
God. You know,
He doesn't want to be needled.
we're in a cohort. We're the same. Like, and then when we did the acupuncture, like we were always the partners. So.
Oh, I see.
I don't know. So he's like having a bad memory on me. What can I do? Actually, I want to ask about my neck pain. I think that's mainly because of the computer, online classes, which sometimes took a whole day. And I did notice that my neck is going a little bit more front, like my entire head goes a little bit front.
Head for we call anterior head translation. So the head goes.
Yes, yes,
So that's people like computer.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
that's important.
Yeah.
Is there any exercise I can do?
Exercise. Do this. You do the. Stand to the wall.
Yes.
Again, your head again with the. Extend your head again with the wall. So you try to strengthen in the neck muscle, or you can use your hand like this. Yeah, you put your hand on your back and you try to bring back, and again with that pressure.
Without pressure or
With the pressure.
against the pressure?
Yeah, there you go. You again that you hold that count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release it. So you strengthen in your that's the extension, neck extensor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you.
yeah. You.
Does this exercise strengthen this
No, the neck on the back.
or the neck on the back?
Yeah.
What
If you run in the front, then you have to do the
Oh, okay.
again in the front.
Okay. So
Yeah?
that for this.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Bring the arm to the back like that, yeah, and then extend your neck to the wall. Hold that. You feel that?
Yes.
And another way people have with this kind of posture, the head forward, like that. You can lay down your prone, yeah, on your stomach,
Yeah.
yeah, and try to lift your head up,
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
like that.
yeah, that's good.
That also is strengthening your neck extension.
Okay.
Neck extensions.
There you go.
So we'll talk about this, all this strengthening, the stretching technique in the advanced form auto. When we go into the postural analysis,
Mm-hmm.
you look at the patient posture, you see what muscle is weak, what muscle is over strong,
Mhm.
and then you show them the stretching and strengthening. Okay? But anyway, next week you guys should bring more patients for this practice. Come on, bring your friend, relative, whatever. Free treatment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to become here.
Should create trauma every week with one person.
London, which problem you have?
Hmm?
Do you have any problems? Any pains, issues?
Every day.
Okay.
If a patient have a supraspinatus and infraspinatus tear,
Supraspinal tendonitis.
yeah, can it be naturally healed?
It depends. Grade 1, grade 2, it can recover, but grade 3, you have to do surgery. When it's completely tear, you have to do surgery. When you have partial tear, your body can recover, regenerate. If you get given a good rehab, can regenerate. Especially in your rotator cuff tendonitis, the one that most vulnerable for injury is supraspinatus. So that's the 4 rotator cuff muscle. Yeah. What are 4? What are the 4 rotator cuff muscles? Huh? What are the 4 rotator cuff muscles? What are the 4? Come on. We talked about it last week. Did we talk about it last week?
I can't remember.
Yes.
We did?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, you wrote down, huh? You wrote down.
Supraspinatus, infraspinatus,
Uh-huh.
teres minor, and subscapularis.
Yeah, see that? She wrote it down.
Was
Yeah.
that in
Fun-
advanced?
Is that advanced or regular in the
In
In
advanced?
this class.
in this class, right? See?
Oh.
What is the function for supraspinatus?
Abduct,
Abduct the shoulder.
yes.
Abduct the shoulder.
Yes.
Okay? And
And that's
what
the-
acupuncture point is on supraspinatus?
SI
12.
SI12? Oh, you look it up in your notes?
Yes.
When SI12? Palpate your SI12. Come on. Go ahead and your friends. Let's palpate.
Me? Can I?
Yeah?
Let's see. You're touching your right point.
So SI12 is right on the supraspinatus belly.
Mm-hmm. I see. Okay.
That's okay. You will. Take off the jacket. Take off the jacket. You don't need to wear a jacket here. If we have patients,
Yeah.
we put on the jacket. Don't we?
Alright, cool.
Be relaxed.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. We have to extend the arm, find it. Right here?
Huh?
Is that right here?
Why you have to extend the arm?
Or so
Yeah,
I
that-
can find the bit?
No.
Which
Which one?
Right here. No?
That's what the muscle right there, right there. What is muscle? Huh? What is muscle? Who can tell me? Come on. What is muscle right here? This is scapula. What is muscle right here? Can you tell me what is muscle?
Isn't that the trapeze that goes?
No. This is on the scapula. This is the scapula, his scapula right here. And what is muscle?
Well, it should
Oh,
be
yeah, okay.
infraspinatus.
Infraspinatus, yes. Infraspinatus, yes.
Infraspinatus.
This is the supraspinatus.
Yeah,
Yeah, come here. I think we have this chart here.
okay.
Oh, where's the muscle? No, this one doesn't have muscle. So infraspinatus. This is supraspinatus. We don't have a
So,
spine.
it's called infraspinatus because
It's
it's underneath the
spine of scapula.
spine of scapula.
Exactly.
And then.
Supra, that means it's on the top, exactly.
So that's why it's easier to
Yeah.
remember like that.
Okay, maybe we'll do some needle in then. Those point. Come on.
Okay.
Let's do some needle. Yeah.
Alright.
Yes.
Who will if volunteer?
Well, everybody wants a needle. But
Everybody.
I guess.
Come on, Landon. Be our model.
Fine.